Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following WNBA matches that is happening on Sunday, August 13, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. New York Liberty vs Indiana Fever. Take Indiana. And here is why. Indiana has a record of 8-22 so far this year. The Fever have committed 20.3 personal fouls per game, and they hit 79.6% from the free throw line. They are earning an assist 18.1 times per game, 11th in basketball, and they turn it over 14.3 times per game. Indiana has scored 2,404 points for the year, 80.1 per game, and they snag 34.5 rebounds per game. When it comes to offensive execution, the Fever are hitting on 44.1% from the floor, which ranks them 5th in the league. The Fever on the defensive end are ranked 11th in basketball in PPG, given up with 84.7. They relinquish 20.4 assists and 32.0 boards on a nightly basis, which has them ranked 9th and 1st in the WNBA. The Indiana defense allows 37.9% on shots from distance, 254 of 670, and opponents are connecting on 81.4% of their free throw shots. They are forcing 12.7 turnovers per game and have let teams shoot 44.6% from the floor, 8th in basketball. Kelsey Mitchell ended up being a factor for the Fever for the game. She made 8 out of 15 in this game, giving her a rate of 53.3% and accounted for 1 rebound. Mitchell earned 24 points in her 34 minutes of playing time and tallied 4 assists for this game. Our total pick is over, and here is why. New York comes into this matchup with a record of 23-6 on the campaign. They turn it over 14.0 times per contest, and as a squad they commit 17.0 personal fouls on a nightly basis. As a unit, New York is pulling in 38.3 rebounds per contest and has totaled 703 dimes for the campaign, which has them ranked 1st in the league in terms of passing. The Liberty are connecting on 37.9% on shots from three-point land, 322 of 850, and 83.1% from the free throw line. They average 88.1 points per outing, 2nd in the WNBA, while connecting on 45.5% from the field. On defense, the Liberty have forced 11.9 turnovers per contest, while drawing 17.3 fouls. They are 3rd in the league in allowing assists to the opposition, with 546 surrendered so far this season. The Liberty defense is allowing a FG percentage of 41.9%, 346 of 501, and they surrender 33.4 rebounds per game as a group. They give up 34.2% on 3-point shots, while they are 3rd in the WNBA in PPG allowed, 80.4. The last time they took the court, the Indiana Fever took home the win by a final score of 91-73 when they faced the Minnesota Lynx. The Fever were able to pull down 26 defensive boards and 13 offensive boards, for a total of 39 for this contest. They turned it over 12 times, while getting 8 steals for the matchup. The Lynx committed 17 fouls for this contest, which took the Fever to the free throw line for 14 shots. They were able to convert 13 of them for a percentage of 92.9%. In regard to 3-point shots, Indiana knocked down 10 out of their 27 tries, 37.0%. At the conclusion of this game, the Fever walked away from this one shooting 34 out of 68 from the field, which gave them a shooting percentage of 50.0%. The Fever permitted the Lynx to bury 25 of their 63 tries from the floor, which had them sitting at 39.7% for the game. They finished 52.6% from distance by shooting 10 out of 19 and ended up going 13 of 15 at the free throw line, 86.7%. When discussing rebounding, Indiana permitted Minnesota to snag 26 in total, 7 offensive. Breanna Stewart is one player who was a factor in the matchup. She ended up finishing with 21 points on 8 of 16 shooting. She saw the court for 32 minutes and also snagged 12 boards. Stewart ended up going 50.0% from the floor and dished out 6 assists. Chicago Sky vs Washington Mystics. Our team pick is Chicago. And here is why. Chicago steps onto the hardwood with a win-loss record of 12-17 for the campaign. They are averaging 80.7 PTS per game, 7th in the league, while connecting on 43.8% from the floor. The Sky are shooting 37.1% on shots from three-point land, 232 of 626, and 74.9% from the charity stripe. As a unit, Chicago is collecting 33.0 boards per game and has tallied 586 assists this season, which ranks 4th in the league in terms of passing the ball. They are giving up possession 13.7 times per contest, and as a group they commit 17.3 fouls per contest. On the defensive end, the Sky are able to force 13.3 turnovers per contest, and they draw 16.6 personal fouls. The Sky defensively are giving up a field goal percentage of 45.7%, 387 of 480, and they surrender 34.6 boards per game as a unit. They are ranked 9th in the league in giving up assists with 598 surrendered on the year. They are giving up 34.1% on shots from distance, while they are 7th in the WNBA in PPG from their opponents, 83.7. Alana Smith is one player who came through in the game. She was able to score 19 points on 7 of 14 shooting. She saw the court for 32 minutes and also grabbed 6 rebounds. Smith ended up going 50.0% from the field and recorded 2 assists. Our total pick is over. And here is why. For their last game, the Washington Mystics took a defeat with a final score of 113-89 against the Las Vegas Aces. The Mystics earned 28 defensive rebounds and 7 offensive boards for a total of 35 for this contest. They turned it over 12 times, while recording 4 steals in this game. The Aces committed 10 personal fouls in the matchup, which took the Mystics to the charity stripe for a total of 11 tries. They were able to make 9 of the free throws for a percentage of 81.8%. In relation to three-point attempts, Washington converted 12 of their 31 tries, 38.7%. In all, the Mystics shot 34 out of 79 from the floor, which gave them a rate of 43.0%. The Mystics permitted the Aces to make 42 of 77 attempts from the floor, which gave them a rate of 54.5% in the game. They finished shooting 50.0% from behind the three-point line by connecting on 14 of 28 and finished the contest at 15 out of 16 at the free throw line, 93.8%. When talking about rebounding, Washington allowed Las Vegas to get 34 overall, 3 offensive. Natasha Cloud ended up being a major contributor for the Mystics for this contest. She knocked down 7 of 17 in this game, giving her a rate of 41.2% and totaled 4 rebounds. Cloud scored 21 points in her 34 minutes of playing time and had 6 assists in the game. Washington has a record of 13-16 for the year. When it comes to offense, the Mystics are connecting on 42.6% from the field, which ranks 10th in the WNBA. Washington has accumulated 2,342 PTS so far this year, 80.8 per contest, and they pull in 32.1 rebounds per contest. They are earning an assist 18.9 times per contest, 8 in basketball, and they turn the ball over 12.4 times per contest. The Mystics commit 19.0 fouls per game, and they connect on 82.3% from the charity stripe. The Mystics on the defensive side of the court are 5th in basketball in PPG, given up with 82.1. The Washington defense gives up 35.5% on three-pointers, 230 of 648, and opponents are knocking down 78.0% of their free throw shots. They have given up 20.3 dimes and 36.1 rebounds on a nightly basis, which is ranked 8th and 10th in basketball. They are forcing 14.9 turnovers on a nightly basis and have allowed teams to shoot 44.3% from the field, 7th in the WNBA.